Alright, I got another treat for you guys today. This is Jeskai Turns, a combo deck that revolves around all of the fun extra turn spells that we have here in this game. These are things like Chance for Glory and Alchemist's Gambit, which we'll be using in this deck, but obviously there's a lot more than that. Now, the downside of these cards, if you don't already know, is that they have this fun little piece of text here at the end that says, at the beginning of your extra turn's end step, you'll lose the game. Same thing with Alchemist's Gambit, unless you play the cleave cost for 7. But, yeah, ultimately you'll lose the game. So, these decks need to play a way to basically say no to that. And the way that you can do that typically is with Gideon of the Trials. In Historic, he's kind of just been the card that usually you'll do to prevent this kind of effect. He has his +0 that gives you an emblem that says basically if you control a Gideon, then you don't lose the game and your opponents can't win. So pretty good lock piece there. This will stop proactive win conditions, and it will also stop you from losing for like 0 or less life or whatever. So that's one thing. The other thing that you can do is, and this will be, you know, more of a older format kind of staple in Stifle, which was more or less not really recently, but it was added this year to Magic Online. Not Magic Online. What's the game that I play? Magic Arena. That's the one. So yeah, Stifle is basically a 1-mana counter an activated or triggered ability kind of thing. And it's pretty interesting. This is a multifaceted card in this deck because not only can you stifle your Chance for Glory Alchemist's Gambit triggers, you can even stifle your One Ring lose a bunch of life triggers. And sometimes this actually is relevant because you'll be in situations where you have like 3 life, you're taking infinite turns, you have a Gideon on the battlefield, but you're going to die to your One Ring. So you can just stifle it away, which is pretty cool. And this deck can also do a couple of other things. It's playing Fragment Reality as removal, Seek New Knowledge to go ahead and find some of these other cards. Divine Purge is also removal for our lower CMC aggro decks. And then we also have Oracle of the Alpha for when we start to go off, because if this thing is able to... this thing, for one, is a creature. And if we're able to have a big One Ring onto the battlefield, it actually just starts to ramp you. So once you have a One Ring on like 6 or so, it's just kind of worth it to play out an Oracle, activate your One Ring, play out a bunch of Moxen, and then just kind of continue. Hopefully you draw some of the more useful pieces of the Power 9, and you get to go off. So that's one angle here. The other kind of overlaid angle here is Snapcaster Mage, an absolute banger in this deck because it can not only reuse all of your removal, your countering things, your Seek New Knowledges. You can also reuse your Alchemist's Gambit and Chance for Glory. Well, not Alchemist's Gambit, but Chance for Glory can be reused from the graveyard, which is pretty cool. And that makes Snapcaster Mage a very powerful card here. You can also get Divine Purge back as well. So pretty cool. Also, there's a bit of a synergy in the late game with Snapcaster and Divine Purge because you can snap, cast Divine Purge, which will exile your Snapcaster Mage, which can then come down on a following turn for a total of 7 mana between the two. So you can essentially Divine Purge twice. Yeah, that's more or less the deck. We basically just want to take infinite turns. Gideon can turn into a 4/4 beater once our opponent taps out and has no creatures that can block. So that's more or less the way that we're going to try to win the game here. This is Jeskai Turns. Let's hop into some games. Here we go. Alright, here we go. This is round 1. So this hand has the One Ring, which is good. It has Fragment Reality. That's also good. It has Chance for Glory without Gideon or Stifle. That's less good. I think I'll keep it, though. We will get out some lands, and we'll see what our opponent's doing. Opponent is number 343. This, okay, Inquisition of Kozilek is bad. That probably takes Fragment Reality. Makes sense. So we'll just have to get ready for the One Ring here. All this stuff enters tapped. And we're just going slow. Another land. No need to Chance for Glory and lose the game right now. Bowmasters is a fine play. We're going to have to start just taking some damage with the One Ring here. Luckily, a Divine Purge does clear out Orcish Bowmasters and company, so that's good. Liliana. We're going to probably discard that Sacred Foundry.
Happy to help. I'm tired of your secrets.
That's going to put us into a tough situation here. We do have Stifle. That essentially nets us a land. I think I'll probably just one ring here. Game pro everything. Gideon is huge now. Love to see that. So I can Gideon. I think I'll probably just get rid of this. We want to chance for glory after playing Gideon, ideally. So unfortunately, what I could do... Oh, darn. Karn sucks for me. So I can Gideon plus on their Orc. And then I can later chance for glory Stifle. Alright. That's something. So now we have chance for glory plus Stifle. That is potentially useful to us. We need to find a way to kill Karn. Fragment Reality would be able to do that. Ah, man, that sucks. Get rid of chance for glory. I'll keep Stifle, I think. Yeah, because they might just draw into an extra turn spell, and that won't be useful to them. Doesn't take anything out of my deck, so I don't need to worry. Locomotive Coding Karn's about to suck. Where he discards a card. Darn. I wonder if I can counter this. Does this keep Liliana at her current life total? I don't think it does. Alright. Liquid Metal Coating, sure. So we're going to lose a land here. And that's going to be tough. Evil cannot withstand a righteous army. Bowmaster goes in on Gideon, fine. We start to lose some life here. Let's just continue doing that. Now it's my turn. I can counter the liquid metal coating activation, I guess. Oh, that would be terrible if I didn't have Stifle. Amazing. Alright, so that was actually hugely useful. Great draw on the Stifle. We still get Strip Mine for one. That does suck. If I can chain together a few extra turns here, that could be good. That would potentially allow me to kill a Karn. Fragment Reality, that's huge. We don't have white mana though. Darn. Alright, we gotta continue this whole thing here. You'll have to get through me first. As soon as we draw an untapped white source, we unlock our one ring. They are going to try to kill Gideon. That's unfortunate. Yeah, there goes our steam vents, fine. Alright, just gotta find a white mana source. Just one. And they have the Thoughtseize for our Fragment Reality. I think that's gonna be just about it here. We are more or less done for. I think I'll probably just go ahead and concede this one. I think my opponent's got me here. So we kind of got locked out with the mono black plus Karn shell. This thing is, in my opinion, tier 1 right now. So many things you can do with this. Orcish to punish the one ring, Karn to shut it down and to find answers and their own one ring. Not really too much you can do against that, so we'll take that L and we'll hop into round 2. Let's see if we can combo the next opponent. Here we go. I will say that stifling that Liliana activation from last game was actually pretty interesting. Definitely never done that before. So we're in round 2. We do have the Fragment Reality. We kind of have the same start as last game. I think it's fine. I'm going to fetch blue here so I have all my colors. Soulscar Mage, okay, so it's this kind of deck. That's fine. So I think I'll probably just Fragment Reality that away. And then I can snap Fragment next turn. This is all about just buying time until I can do my thing. If they play another creature, that'd be sick. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so we will just pass like this. Seek New Knowledge can be played on my opponent's end step. So if they get 2 creatures out and Snap can trade for 1, then I can just Fragment Reality. Reckless Charge again. Alright, so we're going to Snap Fragment Reality. What? How did this... How? What? How? That auto tapper is awful. We're not blocking this. Let's go. I will shock 2 for this. We want our 1 ring. Gain, throw everything. And then now it's going to be a Gideon play coming up. We have Stifle to stifle our 1 ring activation, or our 1 ring triggers. I like the way that we're sitting. So now Snapcaster will have to block for Gideon. We'll activate this. Starting to play with our life total a little bit. Oracle of the Alpha is not terrible. Let's do Gideon Plus. We don't need to activate Gideon's 0 ability until it really gets bad. And now they need to play another creature. They can't just start suiting up the Soulscar Mage with reckless charges. Balmor, that's annoying. Can they give Balmor haste? That is the question. Alright, nice. So I will, let's see, let's do this. So we have Stifles here. We do have a chance for glory now. Unfortunately, they can kill Gideon from this position. So I can't do it yet. What I can do is play an Oracle of the Alpha and Seek New Knowledge. Oh, wait. That's fine. I can still do all that stuff. We're going to plus. And basically, on a turn where they tap out, we're just going in. So let's Oracle. And then we Seek New Knowledge at our end step. And we'll discard, I think, Steam Vent. No, we'll discard Rogrin Triumph. No attacks. End turn. See what our opponent's got for us. We'll discard the Triumph. We want an untapped land. And so I need to think if I'm going to be... I gotta make sure to hold full control in their end step. Okay, so they're going in. This might be bad. If they don't kill me now... Oh god. They have something on top, don't they? Maybe I just flew too close to the sun. Yeah, looks like that's it. That's a bummer. We can just see what we would have found in Seeking Knowledge. Wow, we found the Time Walk. Just toss away that. And we're dead. Dang. So, kind of a tough one there. Played a little bit too much with my life total. That's just kind of how it goes. I think if I were to have gone 0 last turn, they had Wizard's Lightning plus Play with Fire to get me with Chance for Glory. And that was the thing that I was worried about with Gideon. I needed my opponent to tap out in order to win. No hard counters here. Just stifles pretty much, so we couldn't prevent that damage. Alright, well, I don't think I really had a way out of that one, so it's fine. Let's move on to round 3. Here we go. Alright, here we go. So this is our round 3. I like the fact that we can get a 1 ring out here. If our opponent is playing any creatures, then Gideon is also a move. Keep it. They're on Giganta. This could be Wizards. Not a good matchup for us. Them playing Birthday Escape on round 1 is good though, or on turn 1. Probably just get the Oracle of the Alpha out on 3. Unless they suit up a creature. If they play a creature, then I'll actually just plus Gideon. Especially if they tap out to do it. Balmor, yeah. So Balmor is one that I will do Gideon plus on.
This is a plane worth saving. You hold no power over me.
So I'll just start plussing until they have a way, until they start burning spells on Gideon. Like, I can kind of just chill here. Also, we have the one ring if they amass a board that could go face. I think I want to do one ring sooner rather than later, though, so I might just play it next turn no matter what. Symmetry Sage, sure. None of that can attack right now. If they tap out, it could be worth it to do a Chance for Glory. Sure. So now it's pretty safe to do Gideon 0 activation plus Chance for Glory. That essentially ramps me. Alright, fine. Looks like my game's crashed, so I will be right back. Alright, we are back in. So our opponent was just most recently shocking our Gideon. So we'll let that happen. So we're going to Gideon 0 here. We can put in a Hollowed Fountain in tapped. We're going to Chance for Glory. So we begin our extra turn. We can play one ring, I guess. Symmetry Sage, I guess, is the thing that I want to prevent damage from. And then we can get an Oracle of the Alpha out. I'm down. Alright. Let's see what happens here. They can kill Oracle, kill Gideon. Then I'm fine. I just one ring. If Gideon is allowed to stay alive and I find an extra turn spell, that also feels good. I think I do need to just get a one ring out kind of pronto. I'm fine to see that used on my creature instead of on my planeswalker instead of like Oracle or my face. Dreadhorde Arcanist sucks. It really sucks, actually. We'll be able to get tier 4 of the ring, won't they? I'm not going to block this. And then the ring says deals combat damage, right? How can I see the tiers of the ring? No, I go over this. It's when it deals combat damage. Okay, so I'll Fabled Passage, fetch, and then one ring. We're left with 2 mana. And we'll draw that card. Wow, a lot of lands. So it is worth the scry here. I don't need to block or anything. Don't want another land, that's for sure. Alright, so pretty much all my opponent can do here is get some more triggers or kill my creature. That's fine. Dreadhorde Arcanist can draw them a card, which is annoying. We sort of just need to go for it using the one ring here. They're not tapped out there, which is scary. Birthday Escape is the correct move here. So basically, if we let them have anything, we're dead. If we can draw a 1 mana removal spell, we can kill Symmetry Sage, though. Alright, lose a bit of life. Stifle a little bit of stuff. Get a Gideon. Okay. Question is, am I gonna die? Fetch again. Gotta keep an eye on how many lands I still have. I think I have 3 after this. Oh, 2 after this. Okay, so do I play a Gideon? Probably shouldn't, because they'll just kill it, won't they? So I just have to kind of sit here and take it. I can double stifle Symmetry Sage. I'll have to save 1 stifle for the Arcanist trigger. This is looking not good. Okay, so the Symmetry Sages are going to make everything... Okay, well that is bad. Can I do anything here? So I got to think about what's going to give them the most triggers. So Balmor now gives them +4, like +4 damage per turn. So yeah, I probably want to resolve this one. Resolve this one. I guess this is just what I have to get rid of. They'll Static Discharge me for 4, which will trigger Symmetry Sage and Balmor again, so definitely stifle the Dread Horde. I think I just take lethal, though. Yeah, I'll stifle this. That's all I can do. They'll be able to Reckless again, and I think I'm just dead. That's 9. They need another spell, which they can do with Reckless Charge, so they'll have 12 and then 15. Yeah, so I'm dead. I guess it would have been correct to play Gideon next turn. Or last turn. That would have diverted and gotten me a little bit of 1 ring life, or a little bit of 1 ring ability back. Well, hindsight's 20/20. It is what it is. It looks like this will be everything. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. We'll stifle the Dreadhorde Arcanist trigger. Boop. And that's all we got. We are hit for a little over 22 damage, yeah. That is a strong hit out of this deck. Divine Purge would have been sweet to have here. Unfortunately, didn't have it. Wonder if it was one of our next turns. That was our round 3. We are super dead, and let's hop into round 4. Here we go. Alright, so let's see how this one goes. We do have the Divine Purge, which we definitely missed last game, but the mana's a little bit awkward between having Snapcaster Mage, Divine Purge, and only 1 Fabled Passage. This one's a maul for me. This is a lot better. I like everything, and I think I'm probably getting rid of the Chance for Glory. Triumph first. We have Fragment Reality, and then eventually Snap Fragment Reality. There's our 4th land. Right on time. Looks like this might be discard. They could be holding up Orcish Bowmasters here. Steam Vents, fine. I'm not going to shock this. Actually, why would I shock this? That wouldn't make any sense. I guess it would have been to plus Gideon or something. Nazgul. Okay, so we're gonna kill that. Bowmasters. Painted Adversary. Alright. So I should have resolved the Nazgul trigger first. Whoops. Alright. So now we just have a 1 ring, which is good. We want to start getting that moving as soon as possible. Get our double white for Gideon again. Take our draw. A lot of lands today. Hopefully we'll just kind of clear those and then have spells coming up soon. They have their own One Ring, that's interesting. So now I probably want to snap my Fragment Reality back. That does nothing. This is just a zombie. Going to lose a little bit here. We are going to draw. So we can get Gideon plus Alchemist Gambit in starting next turn. We're just 1 mana away from being able to snap Fragment Reality. I might just stifle their 1 ring draw trigger next turn. So that means what I should do is Gideon plus.
Virtue will always triumph. Let's do this.
Alright, so we have Seek New Knowledge unless they do something. Unless I really feel like I need to deal with their 1 ring. There's always Snap Fragment later. So it's another Nazgul, fine. Yeah, I guess I'll let them do that. Alright. They do get to hit Gideon a bit. Oh. Oh, right. It's prevented damage. Okay, so now I'll Seek New Knowledge. They decide to Orcish Bowmasters. Unfortunately for them, that is not a draw. So we're setting up a turn here. We have Gambit. We do have Snap. Another 1 ring is good. Guess I'll put away the Stifle. No, I'll keep the Stifle. I guess it has to be the land. We'll draw into another one, won't we? Alright, go to my turn. I am going to do my draw. Drawing 3 kills Gideon. So let's prevent let's prevent damage from... Well, no, hold on, that doesn't work. Yes, it does. Prevent damage from Bowmasters will Stifle and or Gideon 0 next turn with Gambit. So now we'll Gideon 0 because they attempted to draw cards. Or no, I'll just let them have these 2 cards. Okay, so that's been prevented. We're going to Alchemist's Gambit. Gonna draw second Gambit. So it should prevent all this damage, I believe. They get their big orc, but that's okay. We're gonna Oracle and then try to Gambit into the next one. Okay, we'll resolve all these. Yep, cool, that makes sense. Here is Oracle, Conjure Power 9. Alright, so now we're going to take some damage. I need to make sure that I do my minus on Gideon.
Save yourself and give up now.
Mox Pearl. I will Gambit now. And maybe I'll just take 3 damage or let Oracle die. Swing. We got Black Lotus as well. That would be good for a 1 ring activation. I can snap kill Bowmasters actually. That's what I'll do. Snap, fragment, kill Bowmasters. That unlocks my 1 ring now, which is good. We'll activate this. I have 1 extra turn. Here's Chance for Glory as well. We'll just start stacking this stuff. And I think we're going to be looking pretty good here. Here's Black Lotus. Plus this. We also have 1 ring. I'll just stack another Alchemist's Gambit out. Okay, so now what we need to make sure that we do is... I need to start holding full control so that the 1 ring doesn't kill me. I'm going to... Let's see, how are we doing on creatures here? I am going to make Gideon a 4/4 indestructible.
That's enough.
We have Gambit for next turn. We have ring drawing 5. With double stifle, this is okay. I'm gonna ancestral myself. We have another Gideon. I'm gonna move to combat first. It doesn't totally matter. We're just going to use the rest of these turns to kill my opponent, and then I also have Divine Purge if I need it. They can block the snap if they want. I guess I probably shouldn't even attack with it. It's okay. Alright, go to 11. I'm going to hold full control now. And what we want to do here is end the turn. We're going to discard a bunch of cards. Gideon prevents this. Pass. Discard, discard. Fragment, snap. Don't need backup Gideon. Don't need Seek New Knowledge. There we go. Alright, so here I'm going to stifle. We're going to stifle this activated ability. There we go. Now I can undo full control. Alright, Gideon becomes a 4/4 again. I think I'm going to actually Divine Purge here pretty soon. Draw a card with 1 ring. And we kind of just need to find our way to the exit here. Some mocks in. Just need a few more attacks here. I don't need to Fragment Reality. I'll Divine Purge on my following turn. I have 1 more turn here. And then I'll also probably just snap back one of these extra turn spells. Let's get Chance for Glory. Alright, cool. They see that we got it. So I probably should at least explain the line verbally here. So on my following turn, what I would do here is, prior to activating Gideon, I would Divine Purge, wipe the board, then Gideon just gets in for 4 a turn. I'm able to draw with the 1 ring. I'd have 1 more Stifle to draw 6. I had Snapcaster bringing back my 1 Chance for Glory, and I think we would have been fine. So ultimately that was the combo in action. Hope you guys enjoyed that. We got 1 more chance at it before the video is over. So let's hop in. Here we go. Alright, final round coming up. We have, if we draw 1 more land, double 1 ring, which is pretty strong. That's a keep. Opponent chose green. This is a Llanowar Elf. I am happy to put this in tap and then play it around next turn. I'll fetch my blue soon. This is Kiora ramp, I guess, so that means that I might want to take out the Llanowar Elf. Or actually, I'll take away their next play, because they're probably going to ramp out a bigger Manador. Okay, so they're making some mana here, sure.
The ocean surges, life thrives.
Cavalier of Thorns, okay. I might need to kill this. Control, that also kind of sucks for me. I kind of need this 1 ring as soon as possible. Not really playing any of these 3 drops, so I'll just put it in a tapped Hollow Fountain. We're going to absolutely need to leverage this life total here. We need to find 1 ring into, like, Gideon or something. Even a Gideon's not particularly great. We just need more mana here. If we can just survive a few turns, this is not terrible. Actually, Gideon here is perfect to blank Old Growth Troll. Cavalier of Thorns, now that kind of sucks. I think definitely next turn is a 1 ring play. And my opponent is just going to absolutely go over the top here. We got Stifle. Stifle essentially ramps me. So do I Chance for Glory or Alchemist Gambit here? Kind of hard to say. I think I just take my protection and then try to leverage this next turn. Alright, we're drawing a lot of lands here. That kind of blows. Yeah, I think I'll probably just try to stifle Chance for Glory my way through. I mean, we'll see 5 cards, basically. That is a thing that my opponent could do, yes. Unnatural growth. Oh my gosh. That's wild. Thank God for my protection from everything. Oh my god, and Storm the Festival. This is crazy. Ichthos is going off. They actually just found lands. That's surprising. Not Storm the Festival. Divine Purge plus Gideon is actually pretty solid for me because Cavalier is the only non-3 or more drop. Okay, second Cavalier now becomes a problem. Fortunately, I don't have an unconditional board wipe. Boseiju can't kill the One Ring, thank God. But yeah, this is just obscene out of my opponent. I need to just go off right now. We're gonna go as far as we can this turn, but I think it's ultimately going to be a L here. So I think they're more or less finished for this turn. They have 6 mana. I mean, that's still enough to do quite a lot of things. Defiler of Vigor. Oh my gosh, you never see this card. But yeah, this is nuts. That is an amazing card in this deck. So when they go to combat here, this board is just obscene. Alright. Gosh dang. Protection. Protection. Alright, we live to see one more turn. We'll get a little bit more out of this Gambit Chance for Glory action. See what we can do. Okay, so One Ring activate. Let's see what we find. Bunch of Seek New Knowledges. So we can Gambit Stifle. So we might need to actually get a Stifle for our One Ring eventually. We can always Legend roll one with the other. So I'm 100% playing Gambit. Saving Stifle for next turn. With 1 mana, I can Seek New Knowledge as well. And I'm going to just keep all these One Rings around. Oh my gosh, that's great. I'll get rid of the Steam Vents. We can use Fabled Passage as our next land drop. Alright. So go to this turn, I'll have to remember to Stifle on my end step. Activate One Ring. Fragment Reality is not great here. So we can do Chance for Glory Gideon or Chance for Glory Divine Purge. Let's see, how many things do they have that are big? Defiler, Cavalier, Cavalier are their big cards. So I have to play Chance for Glory. I will find a 3rd mana here. I'm going to Gideon minus to try to save my Stifle. Color doesn't matter. Here is Gideon. Gideon will go minus. I think I'll take 3 on my next turn. Resolves. Pass the turn. Discarding. I think... Wow, you know, I can Snapcaster Fragment plus Divine Purge. This is not terrible. Might get rid of the other One Ring. Okay, so... let's Divine Purge. That clears some of the board. We need to find another take an extra turn play. We found 2 of them, that's great. We're gonna start to have Gideon plus on these things. Not that it really matters.
Now it's my turn.
Enters tapped. Alright, we go to our next turn. Now we have to start stifling our upkeep stuff. I want to get rid of this, and I want to get rid of... I have to keep the second One Ring. can discard one of the fragment realities, but I do need 3 of them. Darn, this is tough. Do I get rid of Oracle? No, I want to keep Oracle. I'll get rid of a fragment reality. We can make this work. Alright, go to 5. Gideon plus land. Okay, so Oracle first. 1 ring. Alright, we got Black Lotus. I'm gonna start to organize my hand here as we find our way out of this. I can fragment, snap, fragment. Fragment, Snapcaster, fragment. I'll have 2 mana left over. I have an Alchemist's Gambit out for this turn, so we are good. So this will be fragment. Sure. We're going to snap, fragment. Alright, so now their whole board's tapped. Now we just need to string enough turns together here. Resolves. Triumph. Oh wait, I already played a land for turn. We'll just put another Chance for Glory under the stack, because why not? Alright, so now I gotta hold full control. We will pass through. Alright, so we're gonna end our turn, trigger Alchemist Gambit, that's fine, and then we pass the turn while holding full control. This goes onto the stack, we stifle it. We can undo full control, and there we go, now we're chilling. We have 1 more turn of this. So I will continue to 1 ring. We have 29 cards in hand. Now we're going to Gideon 0.
I don't think so.
They double their stuff. We go in to face. Scry away this land. And we have a Mox Pearl to drop out. I think at this point I can just Legend Rule my 1 ring. We have... Actually, no, I can't, because I need to find more extra turn spells. So here's Alchemist Gambit. We have a double Stifle, so we are just chilling. We have lethal here. I'll go ahead and Steam Vents in tapped. What else can I do? I can Seek New Knowledge, putting a land back. Ancestral Recall's huge. Put a land back. Mox, draw some cards. Okay, I'm going to hold full control. Oh wait, no, we have Chance for Glory still. Hold full control, go to the end step, resolve this, pass, discard 1, 2, 3, submit. Full control, respond to this with a stifle, yes, submit, auto pay, undo this. Alright, and then now we have Gideon 0, move to combat. I'll attack, scry away, and then now I'll just Legend Rule my 1 ring. 24 cards. Draw. Legend Rule. Keep going with no counters. Gain protection. Thingy. Chance for Glory. And we have lethal there. Bunch of extra turns passed here, but it's fine. Opponent's giving it to us finally. Alright. A little bit less efficient than was possible, but we were able to get there anyway. What a fun deck to try to navigate your way through. These kind of turns are really interesting just because the turn 3 to turn 4 where you start everything is where it's the most important to find your line, and then once you do, generally you're able to kind of get your way there. Holding up Stifles in order to counter your 1 ring activations is really cool, or not your activations, but your trigger on upkeep is pretty nice. And then Divine Purge to remove the board, plus our ability to reuse with Snapcaster Mage all these fragment realities was totally huge. That basically is how we got through our opponent's board. Pretty happy with how the deck performed today, and especially in this last game in particular. So if you enjoyed the video today, you can show your support by dropping a like or subscribing if you're new. That does help me quite a lot. And with that being said, do try this deck out if you're interested in something fun, something stormy, something where you have to find the line yourself. Definitely a unique way to play this game. That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you in the next one. Peace out and have a good day.